Welcome to Focus with Titocan, the channel where we uncover real stories, African traditions, and the silent emotions behind everyday lives. Today we take you on a journey through the emotional tale of Tim and Fatima, a love that bloomed in the heart of intellect but wilted in the shadows of secrecy. This is a story of love, fear, truth, and consequences, one that may sound familiar to many, but only few are brave enough to share. Let us begin. In the city of Lagos, where the lagoons hold whispers of the past, a prestigious African research institute stands, echoing with the minds of brilliant scientists and researchers. Here, fate quietly began to write a story no one saw coming. Tim, a young, intelligent, and curious scientist, had just joined the institute as a data analyst. At 29, he was focused, calm, and determined to make his mark. On his first day, as he walked through the corridors, he noticed her, Fatima. She was graceful, confident, and deeply immersed in marine environmental research. With every step she took, she carried wisdom and elegance. She was 36, but looked no more than 30, with a demeanor that was both tender and strong. Weeks turned into months. Their professional respect grew into friendship. From heated debates over research papers to long hours spent refining project models, Tim and Fatima became an inseparable team. Laughter found its way into their workspaces. Lunch breaks became shared moments, and slowly admiration crept into their hearts. They never discussed age. It never came up. Love, they thought, needed no numbers. One rainy Friday afternoon, after completing a successful presentation, Tim confessed and said to her, "Fatima, I think I'm falling for you." Her heart skipped. She smiled, unsure how to respond. She had always known this moment might come, and with it, the ghost of a truth she feared. Love does not ask for permission. It sneaks in and takes over. And so, the office romance blossomed quietly. Colleagues whispered, but no one interfered. They were perfect together. They traveled to conferences, shared hotel dinners, took long walks discussing African philosophies, culture, and their childhood memories. To Tim, Fatima was his soulmate. To Fatima, Tim was the man she never thought she could have. But every night, she stared at her birth certificate, wondering how long she could keep hiding the truth. After nearly a year of dating, Tim took the next step. In a candlelit dinner, under the warm glow of garden lights, he took out a ring. "Will you marry me, Fatima?" he asked, trembling. Tears welled in her eyes. She said yes. The institute buzzed with excitement when the news broke. Their department heads sent a congratulatory email. Friends began to prepare. Parents were called. But one thing remained undone: the truth. It wasn't fate, but a routine HR audit that unearthed the truth. Tim was verifying documents for their pre-marriage leave when he came across her file. Birth date, March 2nd, 1986. He felt the room spin. She was 7 years older. Not 2, not 3, 7. He confronted her that evening. She confessed. She cried and said, "I was afraid you'd leave if you knew. I wanted to tell you, but the longer I waited, the harder it became." Tim walked away, not with anger, but with heartbreak. "Not because of your age," he whispered, "but because you hid it." Rumors travel faster than science and research institutes. Within a week, the story was on every lip. Tim and Fatima had split. She resigned. Her letter was brief. "I thank the institute for all the years. I need time for personal reflection. Sincerely, Fatima Olu." Tim watched her leave. He never stopped her. The office felt different, cold, empty. His parents, who had already prepared to visit her family, were devastated. His mother cried, asking, "Why does love come with so many conditions these days?" Tim buried himself in work, but numbers didn't heal loneliness. He often returned to their favorite cafe, sat at their usual spot, and stared out of the window. He tried to move on. He went on dates, but none matched her wit, her grace, her heart. He replayed their conversations in his head, wondering if he overreacted, wondering if honesty could have bridged the age gap. A year passed. Tim got a promotion. He moved to another city. He even started seeing someone new, a nice lady from the ministry. But every now and then, when he opened a research journal, or saw a blue head wrap in the crowd, he would think of her. As for Fatima, she relocated to Ghana, taking a lead role in a marine research initiative. She never married. They never spoke again. Love is not always lost because of wrong choices. Sometimes it is lost because of fear. The fear of being judged, the fear of not being accepted. Love, like science, is a journey of discovery. Sometimes the hardest truths are not in the data, but in the heart. Tim and Fatima were brilliant scientists, but their love lacked one essential element: vulnerability. Fatima feared that her truth would push love away. Tim feared that her lies made love impossible. In the end, they both lost what they held dear. Their story reminds us that honesty is not a luxury in love. It is a necessity. If you love someone, tell them the truth. Let them decide what to do with it, because every hidden truth today may become the heartbreak of tomorrow. Thank you for watching Focus with Titocan. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We will continue to bring you powerful African stories like this, stories that inspire, teach, and sometimes heal. Remember, in truth, love finds its deepest roots. Stay strong, stay focused, stay African. Till next time. Bye.